and welcome to the channel. I'm Alpha Heavy Gamer, and in this video I'm going to delve into the intriguing prospect of introducing the Turkish Armed Forces as a new tech tree in War Thunder. Türkiye stands out as a formidable military power within NATO, boasting the second largest standing force after the United States with an impressive total of about 800,000 personnel. The Turkish Armed Forces are comprised of the land forces, the naval forces, and the air force, and they are very well equipped. Over the years, Türkiye has made substantial investments in developing a domestic defense industry, leading to indigenous production of military equipment including tanks, aircraft, and naval vessels. Notably, Türkiye has been diligent in working on and producing indigenous combat vehicles like the Altay main battle tank, which you may have seen, and the Khan 5th generation fighter jet, which I really didn't even know existed until a couple days ago. So we'll definitely delve into those range-topping vehicles later on in the video. Alright, so let's talk about fixed-wing aviation first. In many nations, there is a degree of copy-paste within their aircraft fleets. That's really just the reality for most nations. Türkiye stands out for having operated some of the best fighters of the time, so it will be fighters that you've seen before like the F4, F5, F104, and the F-16s. However, if the idea of copy-paste doesn't sit well with you, there are some notable differences among these planes that I believe make them worth exploring. Take for instance the F4E 2020 Terminator. So if you like the F4, you're in for some luck. This is a really good upgrade to the F4E. They took some weight off of the aircraft. It is based on the Israeli Kurnas, but it is a really good upgrade. It has the ELTA M2032 pulse Doppler radar, so a really modern and good radar set. It has ECM capabilities built into the jet. I know Gaijin has really modeled ECM as much yet, but I believe that's coming. It has a really good radar warning receiver, a modern targeting pod, and much more. Lots of new weapons that it can carry, lots of guided weapons. So the F4E 2020 Terminator, really good jet for the Turkish forces. Türkiye is a large operator of the F-16. They use Block 30s, 40s, and 50s. They're also looking to buy the F-16 Viper, which is the Block 70 variant. So can't wait to be able to fly that in the game. That's probably pretty far off though. The crown jewel of the aviation arsenal though is going to be the new Khan, which is an indigenously developed fighter jet. It is a 5th generation fighter. It looks a lot like the Korean KF-21 Boramai in appearance and likely performance as well. Although a lot about that aircraft remains a mystery right now. It's extremely new. It has had its first flight and it's poised to replace Türkiye's older F-16s. Another aircraft we could see in the tech tree is the Eurofighter. Türkiye is in negotiations right now with the UK and Spain to procure about 40 of those aircraft. So moving on to ground forces, if you have a fondness for the Leopard and the M60 tanks, you're going to be in for a treat. The Turkish Army extensively employs Leopard 1 and 2 variants, many of which have undergone upgrades tailored to specific Turkish requirements. Take the Leopard 1T Vulcan M for instance. It's a modification that significantly enhances the fire control capability of the Leopard 1. Turkey also has upgraded Leopard 2s. There's the Leopard 2A4 T1, which was developed by Rakitstan, and that features a reactive armor kit, additional add-on armor, and a high ballistic strength cage armor kit. Like I said, Türkiye is a large user of the M60. Their M60 fleet has been extensively upgraded. There's lots of them, but the M60 TM I'll highlight, and that tank received the Vulcan M tank fire control system upgrade. It also has the Lahat ATGM. It also has a active protection system that was added and new ammunition choices for its 120mm gun. There's a lot more that was added in this upgrade, but likely some of that stuff can't be modeled by Gaijin. So I won't talk about every tank. You can check out the list that I have here, but the standout tank, and the one probably everyone will be grinding for, will be the Altay main battle tank. This is Türkiye's first domestically developed MBT with some nuances. While it draws inspiration from the Korean Black Panther MBT, it incorporates technology transfers from Hyundai, so not fully indigenous. But at any rate, the Altay boasts advanced composite armor, additional reactive armor packages. Additionally, Turkish design electronics feature prominently in the active protection system for the tank and its locally designed fire control systems. So on the light vehicle side of things, you can expect to receive robust support from a formidable lineup of infantry fighting vehicles, armored fighting vehicles, and tank destroyers, some with ATGMs. There are a lot of indigenously designed light vehicles to choose from. It just depends on how Gaijin wants to proceed with this. Multiple companies, a lot of exports. Some are in the Turkish military, but not all of them. What I think is cool here and distinctive are the features designed into the vehicle's unique Turkish requirements that incorporate a mix of Russian, Western, and locally developed munitions, especially in the ATGM realm. I think this tree will have a unique opportunity to really excel when it comes to light vehicles if Gaijin does it right. So moving on to helicopters, currently the T129 attack represents Türkiye in the game as far as helicopters go, albeit it is in the Italian tech tree. This helicopter it has a really bad reputation. It's a premium helicopter, but it's criticized heavily. It was withdrawn from the game at one time. I think all because of the speed of the L-UNTAS ATGMs. They're extremely slow. But if you know how to use the missiles, they can be pretty effective. But at any rate, unlike the Chinese tree, when it started, it didn't have a helicopter, tech tree. They could start with a pretty comprehensive helicopter arm for Türkiye. They have the H1 Cobra series, and there's also the T129 attack series. There's the Alpha and the Bravo. Türkiye has also developed a new helicopter, the T929 Attack 2 by Turkish Aerospace Industries. Really looks nice. I think it'll bring a fresh and intriguing perspective to gameplay as a cutting-edge design. So moving on to SPAA, Türkiye likely possesses a lot more than I've been able to find, but from the options that I could find, they look pretty capable. Gaijin has the opportunity here to apply lessons learned from the Israeli tech tree, air defense shortcomings. When they implemented that tree, it really wasn't nice when it came to SPAA. So ensuring effective air defense systems early in the tech tree development, I think is crucial if you want players to use the tree. So it's not all gloom and doom. Like I said, Türkiye has really good short range air defense options. There's the Zipkin pedestal mounted air defense system, which will be on a vehicle. There's the Korkut self-propelled air defense gun system. There's a Sungur air defense missile system, going from short range all the way out to medium to long range. There's also the HISAR system, which should further enhance capabilities. So I think when it comes to SPAA, players should be pretty satisfied with the air defense systems that Türkiye has available to it. Alright, so finishing up here, and as a little bonus, I wasn't going to talk about naval, but why not, right? I'm starting to actually like naval, so let's briefly discuss the Turkish Navy. So it ranks 10th largest globally. The fleet includes a helicopter carrier, 12 submarines, 16 frigates, 10 corvettes, and 35 patrol vessels. There's also some amphibious assault vessels, but I don't think we're going to get playable helicopter carriers and amphibs. So I'll kind of not really talk about those anymore. But the inclusion of modern ships is likely to complete the top tier naval tech tree. There's really good options for modern stuff. Going all the way back though, there is a rich history for the Turkish Navy for us to dive into. There's ample material for early ship designs. So, and this is going back to before World War II. So there are a diverse and fascinating array of options. Battle cruisers, battleships, it's pretty nice looking stuff. But in conclusion here, to wrap things up, I believe Gaijin needs to incorporate Türkiye into the game on a substantial scale. Whether it takes the form of an independent tree or a sub-tree, it largely depends on Gaijin's desired outcome. What do they want out of this? How are they going to continue to add nations in the future? I don't believe they're going to stop where they are. Personally, I lean towards it being a standalone tree, but regardless, however they do it, I just want to see the tech tree in the game. But what do you guys think? Do you think it should come in as an independent tree? Should it be a sub tree? Do you not want it in the game at all? And if not, why not? Why don't you want more nations in the game? But anyway guys, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you might as well hit the thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.